Number 6
on the list
is Wu Jia Pi on page 338 of your Chinese Herbal Materia Medica.
You want to say it again?
3rd edition.
That one.
There we go. Chinese Herbal Medicine.
In English, it's called a Canthopanax root bark or a Lutherococcus root bark. It enters the kidney and liver, and it is acrid, bitter, and warm. It clears wind dampness, warms the kidneys and liver, and stops pain.
So,
Wujiapi. Strengthens the sinews. Again.
Key characteristics: warming the kidneys and liver. Now, we did have one that nourishes the kidney and liver. What number was that?
Oh, man, I got a review.
Tonifies the liver and kidneys, nourishing the yin and blood. That is Sangji Sheng,
Okay.
which is number 5
Sanjing
on page 335. So,
Shang.
like number 5, number 6, so that was Sangji Sheng. And this is Wu Jia Pi, number 6. And we're warming the kidneys and liver. So Sangji Sheng is tonifying the kidney and liver, and this is going to warm the kidney and liver.
Stops pain.
Strengthens the sinews, which is associated with
The liver.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. It dispels wind dampness and strengthens the sinews and bones. For chronic wind, cold, damp, painful obstruction, B syndrome, with chronic deficiency of the liver and kidneys, generates weak or soft sinews and bones. This herb is especially useful when the smooth flow of qi and blood is obstructed. That's why it's acrid. It is particularly suitable for the elderly and for developmental delays in the motor functions of children.
This is good. It is particularly suitable for the elderly. The elderly tend to have issues with qi deficiency, blood deficiency, yin deficiency. So normally,
Motor functions.
dispelling wind dampness herbs can damage the qi and the yin. But this one is warming and tonifying, nourishing, just like Sangji Sheng. What's it called? Sangji Sheng.
Sanjing Shang.
So it's going to be good for people, even if you have like a little bit of deficient with your blood or yin.
And it's good for children too, so it's probably safe.
Developmental delays in the motor functions of children. So maybe, what are we talking about here? Like dyslexia?
Motor functions.
Oh,
means
motor
like
functions.
moving around and stuff. So it's good for the elderly and the children, right?
Moving around. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Transforms dampness and reduces swelling for urinary difficulty, swelling, edema, and cold, damp leg qi. Acrid, bitter, and warm. Wu Jia Pi enters the liver and kidney channels. It disperses pathogenic wind dampness, while also warming, tonifying the yang qi of the liver and the kidney. When wind dampness is eliminated, the pain of painful obstruction disorder and cramping spasms will naturally disappear. When the yang of the yang qi of the liver and kidneys recovers, the sinews and bones are then warmed, nourished, and strengthened, erasing the weakness or restricted movement of the joints.
I like that. Erasing the weakness or restricted
Erase
movement.
weakness. Let's erase weakness. Yes.
And poverty.
Some Wu Jia Pi help
you
you
know.
out with the weakness. The principal indications of Wu Jia Pi
Violence.
are therefore joint pain due to wind damp painful obstruction, wind B syndrome, and cramping. So joint pain and cramping and difficult movement of the sinews, but it's also useful in the treatment of impotence. It enters, after all, it enters the kidney channel.
Scrotal dampness, itching due to skin dampness, genital itching in either sex, cold aching of the lower back and spine, and developmental delay in those motor skills which permit a young child to take its first steps. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
If your kid is not
Wu Jia
walking
Pi.
fast enough for you, maybe you want to try a little bit of Wu Jia Pi.
Okay.
But I always read the preparation and do lower dosages for children. I mean, obviously, but I mean, maybe that's not obvious to everyone.
Yeah,
They
you
have
try it
littler
out. You know,
bodies.
that's what you do when you try out wild plants. You just eat a little bit, see if you feel alright, and then eat a little bit more. And wait a while.
Sometimes your kid's not talking, and if they throw it up or something, I probably wouldn't give them anymore.
This seems safe, though.
It is safe.
Seeking accuracy in the Materia Medica elaborates on the scope of action of this herb. At present, people only know that this substance regulates leg qi, but do not know that leg qi disorder is formed from the three influences of wind, cold, and dampness. When wind prevails, the sinews and bones contract. When dampness prevails, the sinews and vessels relax, causing in males impotence and scrotal dampness, and in females genital itching and parasite generation, and in children weakness of the feet.
Oh, goodness.
When coldness prevails, the blood vessels congel and stagnate, the sinews and bones ache, and the feet, owing to this, cannot walk. When consuming this acrid, bitter, and warm substance, its acridity smooths the flow of qi to transform phlegm. Its bitterness strengthens the bones and augments the essence, and its warmth dispels wind and overcomes dampness.
Yes. Toxicity. This herb displays no signs of toxicity within the normal dosage range. One case of papillitis with irreversible bilateral vision loss has been reported following the ingestion of a dish that included 500 grams of the whole rhizome of Eleutherococcus gracilostylus, equivalent to about 80 grams of the bark, or approximately 10 times the normal dosage. Reports of toxic reaction probably relate to the adulterant discussion in the following entry. What's the normal dosage? The standard dosage is 3 to 10 grams, right?
Yeah, this guy said he ate, how much, 80?
Well, 80 grams of the bark, but 500 grams of the whole rhizome. So that's incredible.
And what did he say happened? Reported
irreversible bilateral vision loss.
Oh, no. Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, we're moving on.